Enterprise password automation. How one single password manager can help secure all passwords throughout your business. Do you want to leave the hassle of typing usernames and password behind and do your employees the same favor? If yes, then watch this video and find out how special, often free, software can log you and your team into websites with a single click. Understand how this type of program, which is supported by multiple platforms including Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, and all major browsers, can help boost productivity across your organization while buttressing the security and safety of operational data. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as fantastic as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. Today I want to talk about enterprise password automation, how one single password manager can help secure all passwords throughout your business. I want you to picture this. Imagine you have 100 employees and all employees have to log on into multiple systems. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have one single password manager that can just help secure in a wholesale manner all passwords throughout your business? So enterprise password manager at a glance, let me just define what it is. Now, a password manager is a secure, intuitive, and easy to use password automation and centralized management solution for businesses and government agencies around the world. Now, the software typically will help your small business organize logins and password, making your password generation, storing, and sharing both easier and more secure. So here we're not talking about only generation here. We're talking about generating the password, storing it, and sharing it as well. So the great benefit here is that you don't have to worry about forgotten passwords, loss of productivity caused by it, and cost related to their reset. You have central management. So the platform or the software would allow you to easily onboard all employees, delegate permissions, deploy security policies, assign credentials, view reports, and other kinds of stuff. So you are able to deploy the console to all employees within minutes. We're not naming names in this show, but a lot of enterprise password manager providers are out there. You just have to Google them. Most of them have the same features. They have the same features, so this can be deployed to all employees in minutes. It is very easy to use. You have a secure credential sharing. It is centrally assigned and deployed in terms of policies, procedures. You can integrate usually the enterprise password automation manager with iOS or Windows. You also have something called role-based access permission levels, right? So that you're making sure that the right staff has access to the right data based on their access permission levels. And you also have some kind of reports on account access and usage. So you know within the company who is using the password manager software more than others. Obviously, there are some departments that are sensitive. For instance, HR, legal, for instance, right, will use the software a lot more than, say, operations or logistics. When it comes to enterprise password manager, you also have security. Security is very, very important. The latest password manager software programs use end-to-end AES 256-bit encryption for secure password creation, storing, and sharing. Again, you always have a trifecta here, a tri-phase step. Create the password, store it, and share it. Master passwords are never stored on the provider servers, and all data is decrypted locally. In other words, when you send the data, it is encrypted and it gets decrypted locally. you want to make sure that you are reaching out to a service provider, a password manager provider that allows you to have security encrypted and also security embedded into your existing systems, right? So because the idea here is not just to have the password manager separately, you want to integrate that as part of your existing system. So make sure that you are focused on security and centralized management. All right, I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are still having a conversation around enterprise password automation, how one single password manager can help secure all passwords throughout your business. If you if you love the content clarity and quality so far in this show, please consider subscribing to our channel. We release new shows every single day, rain or shine, and also turn on the notification bell, share this content, like and comment. How does enterprise password automation software works? Now, how does it work? You have 4 major steps. Number 1, you have to open a company account, regardless of the provider you choose. Doesn't really matter a lot. Most of them have the same procedures. You always want to open a company account, not a personal account, a company account. So you can create that in minutes, and basically you can purchase company admin on. You can buy 10 licenses, 20 licenses. It depends on the needs of your business, and you can assign a license to each employee. Now remember that you want to have something that is highly customizable. You want to have a console, a platform that is highly customizable and can be tailored through a variety of custom policies set by admins to meet your organization's specific needs and security standards, right? Depending upon the industry, depending upon the departments, the policies and procedures, you might have specific needs and security standards within the same company. As I said earlier, not all departments have the same needs and security standards. A department such as HR will be generally more secure. It will need security more than, say, shipping. So advanced access and usage reports are also available for individual users and groups within the company. So once you open a company account and you purchase the necessary number of licenses, you want to onboard your employees. Now, you can do that nowadays, a lot of software providers will just allow you to do that through the internet. So through an intuitive web-based administrative interface, users can be easily set up. So new users can be created one at a time or all at once. You just have to save the data in a CSV file import, in a CSV data file rather, and just import that, right? So employees can then use their form for business licenses on any platform or network allowed by your company. Now you will need to download and install some files that come with the software. Once your employees are onboarded, they can install and start using the software for business on any platform or browser. Doesn't really matter. As long as you have the security settings, this is perfect, right? So I'm talking about logins to websites, logins to applications, identities, bookmarks, safe notes, contacts, and custom forms. So all of these processes, all of these stages are data points whereby privacy can be compromised. So the enterprise password automation software will make sure that everything is encrypted at every data point. So you want to have software that offers complete separation of private and company owned files. So once you have that, you can create sharing groups. You can create an unlimited number of custom defined sharing groups. with unique permission levels for each user. Again, you want to go back to permission levels, very important. Through group membership, credentials can be securely shared with individual users or group of users. Access to the group can be limited via IP range or device allowance. So how does it work? First, you open a company account. Number 2, you onboard your employees. 3, you download and install the software files. And number 4, you create sharing groups. The procedures are similar across the board, no matter the software provider, the software manager provider. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Cuba. We are still continuing our conversation today. Now, you might be thinking, how secure is it? How secure is enterprise password automation software? Now, it is very secure, folks. Very, very secure. Now, you have several layers of security here. Actually, you have 4 main levels of security. Master password. At the master password level, your passwords are encrypted with your own secret key. So each user creates his or her own, what I would call master password, known only to them. Okay, so master passwords are never stored on the provider's servers, and absolutely nobody except the account holder can access the data stored in it. You also have company-owned data is managed by company admins. So your company admins can allow employees to reset their forgotten master password and also enforce policies on their master password minimal complexity. And what is happening here is that the minimal complexity comes from the easiness, the easy to use approach that I talked about earlier. You also want to have a possibility of integrating employees' master password with their Active Directory account. That's the first level, master password. Then you have encryption and sharing. So you have end-to-end encryption. So all the data is encrypted at all stages using AES 256, as I said before, bit encryption. You also, the data can be securely shared with other employees using public-private key cryptography. This is one of the latest and most sophisticated cryptography models out there. And this ensures that your employees can only access the data assigned to them while using their own master password and with the permission levels company admins sets for them. And this ultimately means that your employee don't ever need to know or see the actual passwords. The third level, the third layer of security, if you will, is through reports and security audits. Now you can print reports on access, usage, and security levels. So admin in your company can generate reports based on the data access and usage for each employee or sharing group. Think about that. When it comes to auditing, when it comes to measuring operational effectiveness, this is a great data tool to have. Right? So security reports will reveal the security score for each employee or sharing group. So this security scores can be evaluated, as I said earlier, by company admin based on the minimal security level set and assigned at the company or group level. Account holders can be encouraged to improve their security scores based on recommendations and best practices. So what I'm trying to say here is that when it comes to the security level afforded by enterprise password automation software, there are several layers. Number 1 is master password. Number 2, the encryption and sharing. Number 3, reports and security audits. And the 4th security layer is the 2-step verification. Now, you might be familiar with that at the individual level. Sometimes companies will want you to have a two-step authentication, and the additional layer of protection for your data is very important. This second authentication step is enforced with policies and delivered to employees in the form of a one-time password, OTP, and this can be sent via email or SMS or via TOTP. which is based on two-factor authentication, 2FA. Once enabled, employees will be required to enter the OTP when they access their account from a new device or network. So failure to pass the second step will result in automatic account blocking. Blocked account can only be unblocked by company admins. All right, so this is in a nutshell enterprise password automation, how one single password manager can help secure all passwords throughout your business. Here's a recap. Today I spoke about enterprise password manager at a glance, defined it, how it works, and then explain to you how secure is it. How secure it is. Thank you folks for your attention. We really appreciate it. I will see you next time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.